The question of evidence is a really important one. I'm active in the pedagogical reading group, and so I do read lots of studies that discuss the relative merits of active learning and discuss it with my colleagues. The best evidence that's reported in the literature supports active learning as a teaching style. What evidence do I have that it worked in this particular case? Well, this was the first time the experimental math course was offered, so I don't have a previous cohort to compare them to. All I've got is the absolute results of the projects. At the graduate level, one of the projects that was presented was later presented as a paper at a major conference in Washington this past summer. For the first year students, it's not normal for a first year student to do complex variables and to actually master plotting of complex functions, or the Riemann sphere, or Riemann surfaces, or master 3D printing of Riemann surfaces. That all happened. So these students performed at a level that was clearly beyond what's expected of a normal first-year student.
Yeah, for me, taking the course as an upper year, watching the first years explore topics that I learned throughout my undergrad in third or fourth year courses, it's amazing that they're learning this already and getting exposure to that, because it'll help them in their undergrad careers, and it'll be a huge advantage to them when they have already explored all this stuff by third or fourth year.
Can you see the saltwater crocodile on the video? Okay, his name is Midterm. That is a joke that no student likes. There were no tests. There were no exams. Instead, what we had was a project that they had to choose. They had to present a proposal of the project, which people ranked. I got peer assessment on the proposal. Then they had to give a status report, which again I got peer assessment on. And finally their project presentation, which there was peer assessment on. And I gave my marks also on each of those things. Oh, and then a report as well as at the end of the presentation. So it was very much project-based. It was by far and away the most effective way to try and measure what people are doing when they're so free to do so many different things. So you can't have a standardized exam on how experimental was this project. Well, no, I don't know. Pretty experimental. So that's assessment for the course, and I think it was the right choice.
I really enjoyed it because nobody really likes writing midterms. You're working on these projects all year, and I think, I don't know, it's a nice goal to have. You know you have to present a progress report, so you have to keep working on it, and you're presenting it to your classmates, so you want to make sure it's good. You want to do a good job because, I don't know, you don't want to look bad in front of your peers, and that's a nice way to keep you on track, to make sure things are moving without the impending doom of a midterm or a final exam that's worth 60% of your grade.